Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Off play action. It's Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Second down throw for Howell.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Howell down to throw it.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The Chargers had 5 and 11 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. If it's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Christian Watson.
34 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Howell. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jacorian Bennett has it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Faking the handoff, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here now, third and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Howell. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Yeah, that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go along, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A give up the middle to Achane. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. And Howe will throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll go play action. Howell. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Mixon will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Flush to his right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Howell. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Howell. Trying to improvise. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers, you've moved the ball effectively every time out.
And the Chiefs are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now, this is a short kick, but instead of returning it, he'll call the fair catch, and since it's beyond the 25, they'll take over at that spot. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Howell. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A chain hit, and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they go play action with Howell. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
21. Let's go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now he's forced out right and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now throwing on 1st down here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. And going deep for Hill. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Run! Hey, go forward. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 42, Chargers 24.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Al down to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw, Howell. On the out route, he finds Johnston. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Faking the handoff, Howell. They still can't. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Howell. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That one caught downfield by Watson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian Watson, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Howell with 1 final shot. Forced out. Oh, Howell loses it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance